Well, my name is Mrs. Niedert, and this is my first year teaching at Bellevue West. This year I get to teach Spanish 2, which has been really fun. Previously, I worked in Denison, Iowa, which is a really small town on the western side of Iowa, about an hour and a half from here. There I taught a variety of different Spanish levels. My first year I taught 2, 3, and 4, and then in the later years 3 and 4, so I taught there for 3 years. And it's been really fun being here. I got engaged this past year, and I'm married now. Mrs. Niedert is my name. But before, when I was Miss Woelber, then my fiance Joe was from here, and so that kind of prompted me to choose here. But I was looking for a change before that too. I wanted to try a school that was a little bit bigger than from before. I've always lived in a small town, so I thought a nice change to a bigger school would be good. I'd say that teaching here at Bellevue West is a little bit different than at Denison. I love my coworkers, it's been fantastic, but Denison had a majority-minority school, and so a lot of my students knew Spanish there, so we do teach a little bit differently here than there just because, a majority of my students here don't know Spanish, so we focus a little more on speaking skills here than in Denison. It was more writing skills because that's what my students needed. But my coworkers have been very, very supportive of me here, and it's been nice to have some collaboration with a bigger department. I started teaching Spanish because I really like that it's a useful language. I feel like there's so many countries that I can go to speak Spanish, and I love languages just in general because it's like speaking in code with another person that only a few people know. Like, not everybody knows Spanish, so I kind of like that. It's like speaking in code with somebody else. I teach a little bit differently here. My style, I would say, has evolved. I don't know it's necessarily because of the students, but I think it's just because I've learned more as a teacher. I have more experience now, and so I think I've changed how I teach just because I learned more over the last 4 years than what I did my first year. So I teach a little bit differently, and I try to get a few more stories and have a little bit more student interaction while I teach.